Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic Crossword, and this is being published on Tuesday the 18th of March 2025, and it's been set by Orpheus. So Orpheus, one of the names that when I first started crosswording I used to find quite difficult, but just looking back in my records this year, the 4 puzzles, 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 8 minutes. So quick puzzles this year. Doesn't mean that it's going to be it's definitely going to be a quick one, but gives me hopes that it should be quite nice. So I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Previously used what part of watch, perhaps? Something like a face or a dial or a strap. Fiona and Nicola displaying fussiness. Finicky. Okay, nice. Politician about to enter information. Jen about okay. A wide mouth container, slightly open, surely that's a jar again. Feeler, unfinished letter can put out. Unfinished letter. Feeler. Antennae? I don't know, is that an antenna? Producer to earn Oscar finally. Oscar finally being R. Merit. Producer. That's probably going to be something more like a cow or something. Head of Arboretum donated tropical plant. Is that agave? I think that's agave. I'm not sure. I think I've heard of that. One who manages plain-spoken men. One who manages. Manager. Okay. Copa. Russian ruler back in there as a Tsar. TSAR this time. Arab beginning to serve his car. Arab. Arab. Horse. Beginning with S. Beginning to serve his S. Car. Okay. Suspicion of scam. Oh, it's a Saudi, isn't it? Saudi and Audi. There we are. Just couldn't come. Suspicion of scam connected with liquid food. Suspicion of scam. Feels like that's a concern. Dejected fellows completely surrounded by marshland. Dejected fellow completely is all man all. Fen, I think that's Fen Marshland. Okay, well, that's not bad, it's not great, but I'm ripping through them, aren't I, really? So, capital I invested in comfortable seating is Sofia. Capital of Bulgaria, I think. Crabby old American holding up container vessel. Gosh, crabby old American, so that's AUS down here. Holding up container vessel, crabby. Can't think what that is. Cantankerous. Tankerous. Tanker, yeah, nice, okay. Part body, cheek, maybe. Part body, face, lip, cheek. Yeah, part body. Tomboy starts to help others you didn't know. Is that a big hoyden? Hoy. Help others you. H-O-Y. Tomboy. Didn't even notice. Okay. Late drink that may go to one's head. Late drink that may go to one's head. Like some of Stravinsky's music, disturbing Lance's social. I mean, that has been an error on Lance's social, doesn't it? Social 6. Lance's 6. I don't know what his music is. Stravinsky is violinist, isn't he? I think. Is he violin music? Concertos or something? Extension added to building by old queen, upsetting former partner is annex. Okay. Okay, annex. I think that's going to be a gave. Mistake it about frame being slightly salty. Mistake. About frame erring? No. Humble method, saving time initially. Method is humble mode, modest mode, saving time initially. ST, I suppose. Yeah, mode travel south to drink and chew the rag. Does chew the rag mean to talk? Like I imagine it does, but travel south to drink. Argument involving night in rot decayed building. Argument is a row. would have said set 2. Night is an N. Run in, ruin, run in. Yep. Characteristic qualities of articles about ancient city. Characteristic quality. Articles A's aura. Going around city of whatever his name is. Right, previously used part second hand. Okay, that makes sense. Now, ooh, what's this? Part of body. Cheek, perhaps. Neck. Yeah, I think you've got some neck. Is to be cheek. That's definitely hoy. Is that hoyden? Let's put an E there and see if that does actually. I've never heard of that word if it is, but it does say starts to, doesn't it? So, produce to earn. Producer to earn Oscar. Finally, Macchio. Mako? Not really. Another word I'm not very sure about. I don't know what Macchio is. One who manages plain spoken men. Suspicion of scam connected with liquid food. Dejected fellow completely surrounded by that. I think dejected is. I think a fen is. Marshall's going to be a fen. Let's put an F. Now getting into tough land. This one, late drink, is a nightcap. Ah, goes to your head, fair enough. I haven't quite proven the gap to be right yet, but feeler, tenor, unfinished letter. Feeler unfinished is can put out. This was mistake about frame being slightly salty. One who manages plain spoken men. Dormouse. Da, de, de. That is far too long an anagram for me to probably get it. Lances, LCNS. Social, SCL, OIA. And what is an A and an S? That doesn't really help me. It's not classical, is it? There's probably a shawl there, I'd imagine. Like that. If that were a shawl, dejected fellow, crestfallen. No, it can't be crestfallen. Could be fallen. They're going around. Ah, completely. Yes, that's like fallen, isn't it? Fellow. Dejected is down fallen. Fellow. Chap fallen. Gent fallen. Random name person. But yeah, it's definitely fallen there. Suspicion of scam. Connected with liquid food. Feeler. Oh, what's this G? Politician about to enter. So that's Gen. Politician about is to RE green. There we are. Okay, got an E off that list of that long list. Sell out Stravinsky, like some of Stravinsky's music. It's going to be an O, I, or A there, is there? So there's two L's, two C's. Le, se. Sensational? No, it can't be that. It's a bit rubbish clue, really, wouldn't it, if it was. Feeler unfinished. Letter can put out. Extinguish. Feeler. Mistake about frame. being slightly salty. Mistake is it's like bish, which make slightly salty would be. Don't know. The trouble is when you go, you should be able to biff something like this dejective fellow. What's 15? Travel south to drink and chew the rag. Go sip. There we go. Is that chap fallen? I think that's going to be bish going around that. About mistake about frame. Frame would be slightly salty would be. Suspicion of scam connected with liquid. Take this out for a second because I know those ones are right. Suspicion is one who manages Planeswalker Man. There's not many things to go there. The director, rect. I think it's director, but which makes that mistake about frame. Take that out for a minute. I don't understand why that would be Planeswalker Men if it's director. But I think it is director, which makes that something I can't really. Gosh, something O, something C, something I, something H. Frame. Yeah, so something being slightly salted is going to be an ish, isn't it? Which makes me think that's going to be bish, which makes that a frame, about frame. Ouch. Bouchish. I don't know that director is right, really. But director does manage. Producer to earn Oscar. Producer Macchio. I don't understand that. To earn is to make. Is it to, yeah, you make. I think that's right. Gave, I think is right. Feel an unfinished letter can put out is to. If that was tin, I've got an N in there. Yeah, I've got an N in there, which makes that neo classical, I think that is. So just take out the bit I just said. It's not tin, but I think it is a neoclassical one. I'm going to put a gave there. I think that looks like neoclassical. Looks about right for the anagram. What's this? Whoa. Soup's on. Soup can. Soup. Was it soup con, isn't it? Yep, soup con. Soup's on. I think that's going to be to chap fallen, which is a word I've never heard. I've never heard of Hoyden, which I think starts to, suggests it's the letters all that. What's this then? Feeler. Cuticle. Unfinished is cut. Letter can put out. I still think that's an E though, so. I actually only got that one, and that one, 3 to do, haven't I? If that's correct. In fact, only these two. Pentacle, feeler, tentacle. They are tentacle. Okay, gonna have to go with that being Hoyden, even though it's not a word I've known. Cool. So that just leaves this one really. If that's correct down there. Which be bolshy, bulk, boorish, borscht. Slightly salty would be botchish, frame. Mistake about frame. A frame would be an O, something C, something once. Frame. No, maker. Oh, that's why. Duh. That becomes a brackish. I think it's brackish. Yeah, okay. Director and chap. I think chap form. That must be. I haven't got any other options. Yes, 1513. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. Wow. 1513. I am pleased to complete that because that. Yeah. Well, never heard of Hoyden, but fair enough because it's an acrostic. I gave in the depths of memory. Chapful never heard of. Yeah, a little bit tough there, some of those words. But okay, let's go through. What have we got? Well, so it's kind of a double. If something's been previously used, then it is second hand, and the part of a watch literally is the second hand. So on an old, analog clock, rather than digital, when you have a second hand that goes round. We've got Fiona is Fee and Nicola is Nicky, which gives you finicky, which is fussiness. A politician is a Green, so a member of the Green Party. About is entering information, which is Gen. A wide mouth container. So A and then a wide mouth container is a jar, and slightly open is a jar, which came up a few weeks ago when we talked about the old when it's a door, not a door, when it's a jar joke that I used to know when I was about 7 or 8 years old. So a feeler is a tentacle. Unfinished letter can put out. Give me a second while I pause the video and have a think about this one. Okay, it's just an anagram. Put out is your anagram indicator, and then letter without the R on it. So unfinished letter, and then can. It's just an anagram of that. I think there weren't any other anagrams in this, or maybe only one somewhere. I kind of forgot about anagrams. A producer is a maker. To earn is to make, and then the final letter of Oscar is the R. And why I didn't follow the wordplay. I'll put the O in because O is Oscar in the NATO phonetic alphabet. So silly mistake. Head of Arboretum is the A of Arboretum. Donated is gave, gives you the tropical plant, a gave. One who manages plain-spoken men. Well, one who manages is a director. Plain-spoken men, director. I don't get the men pit, other than that maybe the plural. If you're direct, then you're plain-spoken. Yes, I do understand it. Plain-spoken, so yeah, if you're plain-spoken, you're direct. And then men, in this case, is referring to men in the army, which is OR for ordinary ranks. Gosh. Russian ruler is the Tsar. That's a hidden word backwards in. Ezra's time, beginning time, go back into Ezra's, sorry. An Arab is a Saudi, someone from Saudi Arabia, obviously. Beginning to service is the S, and a car is an Audi. Yeah, I mean, if you get cars in crosswords, then they're probably going to be Audis, Rolls Royces, although that would normally be a posh car, or an estate car, I think, probably. Suspicion is a soupçon. There's a little kind of foreign accenty thing underneath the C normally. A scan is a con, and liquid food is a soup. So a soupçon, I think is the correct way to speak it, I'm not sure. Dejected is chapfallen, never heard of that word. Fellow is a chap. Completely is all, surrounded by fen, which is marshland. We've got Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria. We've got an I in the clue, invested in a comfortable seating, which is the sofa. Crabby is cantankerous. An old American, so O, and then US for American, is holding up, so that's going underneath. Container, which is a can, and a tanker, which is a vessel. So that's quite clever, actually. Container vessel is actually can tanker, so let's lift and separate those two words. Part of the body is the neck, and then if you've got neck, that's a phrase that's used to say you're being a bit cheeky. So that's the rest of the clue. Tomboy is a hoiden, never heard of that, but we've got a very simple acrostic here. Starts to you take the first letters of help others you didn't even notice. A late drink is a nightcap, and you put a nightcap on your head, so that may go to one's head. Clever. Little question mark there to indicate it's a cryptic one. Like some of Stravinsky's music, so neoclassical. I don't know anything about Stravinsky, but got there eventually on that anagram. That anagram being indicated by disturbing and of the letters from Lance's Social. An extension is an annex. An extension added to a building is an annex. We've got the old Queen, Queen Anne, and we've upset the form partner, so X going upwards. Being slightly salty is brackish. A mistake is bish, going around a frame, which is a rack. Now I saw that one probably in the middle of last year going across here on one of the puzzles, and I'd raced through the puzzle in about 11 minutes and then just couldn't get that one clue. Or I'm not saying exactly the same clue, but brackish. And again today held me up a little bit, but that was more because I put an O for make it O. Humble is modest. A method is a mode, and saving time st initially. Travel south, so go south, and to drink is to sip, and to chew the rag is a phrase meaning to gossip. An argument is a run-in involving knight, so we need an N for knight, which is chess notation. In chess, you've got the K. K is taken up by king, so the N of knight. N is for knight in chess notation, and that's going in decayed. In decayed building, which is a ruin. Yep. So there you go. And then the characteristic quality is an aura. Articles are A and A, going around the ancient city of Ur. So there we go, all done, 1513. Yeah, I'm not sure that was that easy. I wouldn't want to pick that up as a beginner, but glad to get through that. We've got hoiden, agave, chapfallen, words I definitely haven't heard of. I don't have to think about Macchio because that doesn't exist anyway. So there we go, thanks for watching.